Okay. Speak.
Are we live?
Alright. Intro's about to play.
Say we're live, though.
We're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 309 again. Join me today,
Hello.
Christian
I'm not convinced we're live, but
now it's
you know.
public, Christian.
Now it's public. Now people can see it.
Hopefully.
What? Alright, yes, here we are. We're live. Alright.
After a rocky start, the audio should be you should be able to hear Christian. I'm getting you registered on the desktop audio and OBS, Christian. But we're doing a remote recording today because I'm going down, Christian.
He's going down, he's sick.
We don't want to get
he's
Christian
falling
sick.
apart.
We don't want to make him upset.
Well, you're gonna make me upset, because you fumbled the technology. Classic Eric.
Well, Christian, you see, when you assume that OBS is gonna do what it's supposed to do,
You know, it is what it is, man.
and for some reason it just changes where it's getting the desktop audio from without me doing anything. That's the issue. But anyway, we're here. We're gonna talk about One Piece. We're gonna talk about Kumachi, Christian.
Kumachi.
Things are happening. What's going on?
What's going on? One Piece episodes. We got filler coming up, Eric. What do you think about that?
What kind of filler?
Wano filler.
Just stuff
Of
happening.
people just stuffing around. Nothing. No. You know, just quote unquote.
Well, they're
straw
just gonna
hat
dig.
scenes.
Just gonna dig around the docks. Is that what they're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And maybe we might see some Yamato stuff. We might see some Kuroshiro stuff. Who knows? All right. We're getting some filler in the anime.
Ooh,
That's about it.
very possible.
Now, Eric, the One Piece slanderers out there
For what?
are holding up this graph, and they're saying Egghead Island worst selling volume in 15 years. Alright?
Right.
Now, people gotta relax and they gotta calm down. Alright? It's been out 2 weeks. Can we relax, alright? We don't want to hear the slander here.
I thought I saw the
Of-
graph.
of
I
sa-
thought I saw the chart.
See,
Was...
see, Eric, I don't understand. The slanderers say sales don't matter, and then they say sales do matter. It's very interesting.
Who cares about
Yeah.
the sales? We know the content's
But,
good.
Yeah. But
If they
no
put
chapter
Shanks,
next week, Eric.
if Oda put Shanks on the cover, then it would have sold double.
That's right.
But
No Shanks for no reason. He's putting Kobe. He's putting that other girl. You know, he's putting the wrong
popular in the
characters on there.
SBS, Christian. Maybe that's why she's on the cover. Some sickos, but we'll get to that in
A
top
lot
of
of
the show.
sickos in the SBS, Eric. A lot of sickos.
I didn't
Eric,
bother. I only took the important stuff from the SBS because there wasn't much going on this one.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
there's a few good ones. But yeah, break next week.
I thought we were going to talk about fraud allegations from Dragon in topic of the show, but Christian made the SBS call, so I guess
I
we'll
mean,
talk
we
about
will
that in
talk
chapter.
about fraud allegations during the chapter, but it's a short chapter, Eric. It's a short chapter, all right.
First
We'll
time
talk
in
about the
history,
fraud
Oda,
allegations in the chapter.
first time in history, Oda didn't finish the chapter.
Big news, Eric.
I'm gonna blame live action as I will do forever.
Live action getting in the way.
It's a convenient scapegoat. We'll take it. But notice, Christian, no one really cares.
No. Now, Eric, when is JoJo Lands Chapter 9 coming out?
I got no idea. You're the JoJo man.
I'm trying to find out. Apparently,
It should be soon.
November 17th. So we
yeah.
will have JoJo next week. So there you go. That's what we're doing next week.
Okay.
So we got JoJo next week. No chapter next week. Let's hope Oda can recoup, get better, and get out some heat. All right, because we need that heat.
We're coming up to 1,100, Christian.
That's right. We're coming up fast, Erica. We're getting. This flashback is slower than I thought it would be. We got only Bonney and Ginny's death this week.
Right.
We didn't, you know. I thought we would at least get to Vegapunk this week, Eric.
We'll get there next week.
I mean, we will.
We'll get there.
But-
We'll get Vegapunk. We'll get Tyrant Kuma.
I don't want anybody say this flashback isn't taking its time, because it definitely is.
Right. It's a legitimate flashback, proper flashback.
Yeah, it's taking its time.
Unlike the classic Carter flashback.
People want 20 chapter flashbacks. They want that Nolan flashback, alright? Notoriously hated flashback. Now in the retrospect, everyone loves it.
It was a silly flashback.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be important later, but
you know what was stupid about that flashback?
what?
The minutia, the details. He
A
gets
lot of
stuck under the
details.
rock for X days. The tree virus. A lot of details that don't need to be there. Or we get the point of their friendship and their cultural differences.
Okay, alright. But Eric,
But as we
Let's
remember,
get-
Christian Nolan, the legendary swordsman, cut that snake in half.
that's right. Cut that second off. Now, Eric, let's get into the chapter.
All right. Christian, chapter.
Chapter 1098, Bonnie's birth. And we got Brooke on the cover, Eric.
Before we start, Christian, I just want to acknowledge that you did look like you're in your office about to see your next patient.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you about their childhood and
That's right.
how their mother beat them.
We're going dark.
But
Alright, we're going...
shout out
Going dark.
shout out the set Christian's got.
The set... See, Eric, it's a nice set. I don't know what you got going on. You got a lot
The-
of garbage on that shelf.
The people at home, that couch no good.
The couch is comfortable. The couch is not great.
But like every
But-
therapist's office, Christian, I imagine they got poor couches.
To make you get out of the office.
They got weird shaped couches, weird shaped
Sure.
furniture.
Yeah. But Eric, Ivankov, Dragon, Kuma can't go back up Toomey Island as their ship is full of Goa Kingdom injured. When they saved Zabo. So there you go. We get a little call out to the Goa Kingdom incident.
Right.
Kuma fights even more angrier knowing Ginny has been captured and wed to a celestial dragon. Kuma's upset. Is this punished Kuma?
This is punished. This is punished. Well, if this is punished Kuma, what's after fucking Vegapunk?
Well, that's Cyborg Kuma. This is
Right.
punished
This
Kuma.
is punished Kuma. This
Alright.
is true.
2 years passed.
Kind of
2
like,
years, Eric. And we
Right.
want to talk about dragon allegations right now.
we understand the intellectual debate, and fine, it makes sense. He's a military man. He doesn't want to fuck up the plan. There's
He
casualties
doesn't want
in
to
war.
compromise the movement.
He's not a pirate. He's all this stuff. We understand, but at the end of the
Eric,
day, I think
It's not raw.
it's not raw, and it's. I think Morsh put it well that we never see any conviction from Dragon.
Yeah.
It's always shock, worry, sweat, newspaper, doesn't believe in Zabo, thinks Zabo actually killed Cobra, we gotta confirm the facts.
Dragon's not a man of passion. He's a man of facts, Eric. He only cares about the data.
But we
he
wanna-
only cares about the. He only
Look,
cares about the numbers.
we've never
he only
seen-
cares about the resources.
We've never seen any rawness from Dragon, in speech or action.
Yeah, Dragon's a man of logic.
I guess,
He goes,
I guess chapter 100, fine, but...
Eric, Dragon is a man of logic and reason. He goes, Blackbeard found my secret base. I'm not going to defend it, because the whole point of this base is to be secret.
Right.
So I'm out.
I will say that that's fine,
You
but if he was emotionalist, that'd be cool. But every emotion he shows on screen
It's
is
shock and sweat.
concern, worry, or I'm caught off guard situation. At least Alkainu is mad.
Yeah.
Dragon's more pathetic.
Pathetic? He's never cried on screen.
That Zabo situation terrible.
I mean, he's a Eric. Like I say, he's a man of facts. All right, he wants to know the facts. He doesn't care about what he thinks. He wants to know the details. He wants to know.
Christian,
the
I said
data.
last week, shame. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 1,000 times, shame on. Dragon's not turning up. After this
An
flashback,
egghead?
no show for Dragon.
After the Nika hints, it's over. Alright, Luffy's doing
it's
it
Kuma
all.
stuff. It's Kuma and Luffy.
Luffy's
no
doing
Dragon.
it all.
No Dragon.
Alright. So Dragon, fraud allegations are real. We do want to acknowledge that Dragon, he's a military leader. We understand this. He doesn't want to compromise the movement. The movement is above his personnel. We understand that.
This is.
But it's not raw.
I understand all that, but I need a.
We need to do something.
I need a declaration.
He needs to make his move.
I need a declaration of will. Give me a speech about freedom. Give me a speech about the world government and how you feel about it. Give me something, Drake.
No, he gives you nothing.
Well, he gives me nothing but concern and sweat, which is not a good look.
See, Eric, Dragon is the mastermind. Zabo is the passion.
Right.
And the heat. All right, that's what Zabo. That's why Zabo's able to inspire the globe.
Oda's kind of
because he's a man of action.
Right. Oda's kind of we talked about this before, but Zabo's the Flame Emperor. He's the man of the revolution.
That's right. He's heat, Eric. He's fiery. He wants it done. He wants the Celestial Dragon's dead. Dragon is the mastermind. He's the long play man.
What is his this whole food play? Do you buy it? Taking the rations out in Marijar, do you buy this plan?
I mean, he's gonna starve him out. He's gonna make him desperate. It's a good plan. All right.
Oda's kind of like, it's there. It's a plot point, but he hasn't really focused on it. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna miss that.
Yeah.
Thing.
But also, Eric, why can't they just get supplies from the Red Line, from Red Port?
I'm sure they're on their way. I'm sure they're on their way.
Yeah. You know, many questions about Celestial Dragons and their food shortage. I'm sure it won't last too long. But Dragon hits them where it hurts in their stomach, Eric.
Right.
He goes, "Hey, you want to eat? You can't eat." He's trying to weaken their will, Eric. He's playing mind games with the Celestial Dragons. All right. Now, Eric, Dragon allegations aside, all right, we've gone through the Dragon allegations. All right, Ginny has been thrown out of Marijoa after 2 years. She is sick with an illness. She managed to call the Revolutionary Army. Kuma, upset, teleports to the Sobe Kingdom. He knows where she went, alright, to the church. He doesn't get to hear her say that she loves him and always has. Very sad, Eric. Alright? He gets there, but by the time he gets there, she's dead. She came to see everyone one last time. Eric, she has a child with her. This child is Bonney. Eric, this does make Bonney 12 years old. Your comments.
Whatever. I don't.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter to me. I know people are upset because they're sickos and.
It's a reverse lowly situation. You know what I mean?
Sure, but then you have to ask questions. Does the age fruit affect mental faculties? What are we doing, Oda? So let's not ask too many questions.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, alright. Let's not ask too many questions, Eric. But also, the Momonosuke situation, very similar situation there. No one really cared about that. But the Bonney situation, strange.
I think the only people who are mad about it are the sickos with a guilty conscience. Let's put it that way.
Okay, there you go. That's what it is, alright? So, Kuma is the...
How do you feel about... So we have to assume that they were caught off guard, they were taken... They were destroyed by the world government. Government on the move, not the Navy. Sure. So is this the Holy Knights? Is this a CP squadron?
I mean, it could have just been a world government visit. Could have got caught off guard. There could have happened to be a Celestial Dragon there.
Do you buy that they couldn't find her? Do you buy that Ginny couldn't call? Because we know she's a master wiretaper.
Eric, who knows what this sicko Celestial Dragon
Is it
had?
Jay?
How they're doing?
Is Jay the ultimate man of torment?
Eric,
on Kuma.
if it's Jay, if it turns out it's Jay, it's too much.
Yeah, it's a little bit cartoon. It's a little bit much.
It's
Like, why are you tormenting this man?
You go out of your way to torment Kuma. He goes out of his way. He found his wife, who is not even his wife. It's like, a close friend that he said no to. All right, it's not even his wife. So Jay goes out of his way to find Kuma's secret love, enslave her, marry her, make her pregnant,
give her
disease, and then send her back. Just to fuck with Kuma.
Right. Well, maybe it's just coincidence, Christian. Maybe it's just to fuck with Kuma. But this is the thing, right? We know that the Ushi only gives diseases that are incurable.
Yeah.
So people are saying Jay. I could see Jay. I could see a random dude as well. Or a Holy Knight or whatever.
Alright. So, the sapphire scale disease. Of course, the sunlight, you expose to sunlight, you turn to scales, and then you die.
Ironic, of course, because Sun God Nika, the sun.
So,
the freedom.
People bring it up, Eric. Aimu has this disease, that's why he's always in cloak.
Right.
And covered in darkness. Because of this disease. But then again, the doctor does say the disease will eventually kill you, even if you don't go into sunlight. So, very interesting, Eric. Do we think it's related to anything? Do you think this will be,
Well, the white lead poisoning also, it's not a thing. Like, it's a disease, but it's not like massive law implications.
A conspiracy.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because it comes from a celestial dragon. That's why there's a lot of theories about it. But yeah. So, Kuma swears he will raise Bonney right. Right? And then he buries Ginny. The old people teach Kuma how to look after Bonney. Various comedy parts, Eric. He's got her in a cage who doesn't crush her.
Before we move on, Christian, maybe we'll talk about it when we get to the Bible. But the symbol of the sun, seen everywhere.
Yeah.
Oda's gonna use this for the Nico.
Of course.
He's gonna claim it as foreshadowing. Okay.
Look, as I've been saying since it got revealed, if we had one mention of Nika before it was goated, classic. It's the classic.
Right.
And people say there's that cover page where you got the Nika fish, the Nika mermaid girl.
Don't count.
Yeah.
Don't
count.
Again.
What about the blue leg Seeker, Eric? And the damn Jika.
We just needed the slaves in Shabondi dancing, and that would have been enough. They didn't even have to drop.
Eric, they danced in Skypiea. See, Oda's trying to hook it all back to Skypiea.
Yeah, he's trying, but
he's trying. He's linking it. He's trying to link it. All right.
He's linking it nicely, but
we'll get to that. All right. So, Bonney getting looked after by Kuma. We see Kuma still going on missions during this period, attacking people, Ursa Shock, training Zabo, all types of things, Eric. Bonney develops the same illness as Ginny, and Kuma decides to quit the Revolutionary Army to look after her. Dragon understands, and will use his resources to find him a doctor who knows anything about it. He didn't. Alright? No one knows anything about it. Bonney is getting bullied because of her blue scales on her face. Kuma calls them her jewels, hence Jewelry Bonney. There you go, Eric. Kuma and Bonney are having a conversation about where they would like to visit. Bonney wants to go to Fishman Island. Kuma wants to go to Sky Island to see Nika as he is close to the sun. He does the Nika dance. Clear linkage from Oda. He's going, yes, Skypiea, the sun god. It's all connected.
Right.
Alright? That's what he's saying.
And in this scene, we see Bonney reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Mentioning Skypiea. Is this the Joy Boy Sun God Nika Bible?
Eric, we can't confirm that this is indeed the Bible because we can't really read what's on it. It's Kuma's book, but we don't see the front of it. We only see the back.
I thought I saw an image of the text on the front of the book, Christian.
Eric, I'm on the official right now. You cannot see any text.
Let me inspect.
So, I'm inspecting the panel. It's a tiny panel. You can barely see anything.
I believe there is a additional panel where she's talking about Skypea, Christian.
Let me see. Let me inspect.
We're inspecting. Enhance.
Inconclusive.
Enhance.
Inconclusive.
I see a BL.
See IBL.
I see
All
an
right,
IBL on that book.
But anyway, she goes, that's right, I saw it in a book, not this book.
Well, she's reading the book. But anyway.
Yeah, but why would Kuma know about it if it was in the book?
Maybe he starts reading it after she gets sick. Maybe he converts.
Eric, he's already a pastor. He's already an ordained minister, alright?
But whatever, it's the Bible and she's talking about Skypea and the cross has the sun in the middle of it.
Now, that looks retrofit. I'm gonna say that looks retrofitted. That doesn't look like it's supposed to be that way.
What do you mean?
Did Kuma do that? You can see how it's all cracked and crumbled.
Kuma put the sun in the middle.
Did Kuma put the sun in the middle?
Perhaps.
That's my question for you.
I don't think so though. I think Oda's gonna bring it all the way around.
Mihawk's cross doesn't have a sun in the middle.
I think Mihawk's sword is just a design thing. That Oda always draws shit like that.
Yeah. What about his cross? His little cross necklace.
Yeah, man, maybe he's a Nika merchant as well. Who knows?
Oh, who knows? Alright. So, Bonney getting bullied. Sky Island. She was going to Fishman Island. Eric. Kuma eventually goes to see a doctor. He tells her that Bonney will die at 10 years old. Bonney mishears this and thinks she will be cured by 10. Kuma says yes, he can't lie to her, can't break her hope.
Now,
Then, the king of Sorbet is back and he's gonna burn South Sorbet.
Dragon, where'd you put this man?
He's back, Eric. He just kicked him out.
All right, let me throw
He's
this
back
theory.
after
Let
like
me
15
throw
years.
this theory at you. Half cooked.
Okay, half-cooked theory. Here you go.
The doctor says we don't see this disease much anymore, so it's an old disease.
Sure.
Bondi's got a gold piercing where that blue stone is. Does the gold repel the disease? I'm thinking about the city of gold and thinking about Wano made of gold.
Okay.
Is there an additional purpose to having these gold cities? Does it ward off disease, Christian?
The
blue scale.
various curses
Right.
of the celestial dragons.
The gold bell, etc.
I don't mind it.
Now,
I don't
I
mind
can't
it.
remember. The Skypeans were getting slowly killed by these trees, right?
Yes, they didn't know that. They thought it was because
But
the gods
were
were
the
angry at
trees
them.
in El Dorado or were they around the area?
The trees were around the area.
Right. Maybe that's why they weren't immediately dying.
The gold. Do you think the gold?
Does the gold have something to do with it? Does the gold repel the disease?
Well, I think obviously Vegapunk will have something to do with it.
Right. But
Vegapunk will have
Alright.
something to do with this cure.
my theory. Kuma repels the disease into himself and has to reconstruct his body or he'll turn into Sapphire. Therefore,
Okay.
sacrificing himself completely for
But Eric,
Bonnie's survival.
why does Bonney have to be there and interact with all the animals?
What do you mean?
She has to interact with Kizaru. She has to interact with Alkainu. Alkainu says, "A shiver ran down my spine when I heard you, when I heard you escaped."
Right.
Why are the animals involved?
Well, Kizaru was probably around when she was a
Sure,
kid.
but why Alkainu?
Is he talking about when Ginny left?
Why would he do that? Why does Alkainu care about Ginny?
Maybe it is Saturn's daughter. Escaped where? When's he referring to?
When he got Bonney back
Yeah,
through the
but-
time skip.
What moment was he referring to of said escape though?
Escaped, became a pirate, blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about Kuma. Maybe he knows Kuma. Maybe he knows Ginny, Christian.
Why would? See, there's something going on here with Bonney. We're gonna find out.
Right.
We know the celestial dragons don't care about their bastard children. Look at Doflamingo, they left Marijoa and they didn't care. Alright?
They don't care about
I
Bonney
think
either.
they care about Bonney. That she's a celestial dragon.
They said it
That's
like
why.
6 times. Leave her alone. She's not important. It's whatever.
Yeah. So,
And then you still got clowns saying, "Oh, Shanks stopped the war because he's a figureland."
stupid. Alright? But Eric. Is a celestial dragon Garling? Is it someone we know?
I think Jay would be too much. Just because of this man. Christian,
Yep.
Jay needs to be punished.
Well, Jay hasn't really done anything yet in this flashback. You know?
It doesn't matter. Someone needs to take the righteous fury of Kuma
That's right.
for all the celestial dragons.
Yeah.
Bullshit he's been put through. I would like it for it to be Kuma, but it's probably going to be Luffy. Saving him and Bonney.
Eric, we all know Kuma's gonna reflect that stamina issue. Give it to Jay, and then Danica will be unstoppable.
Unlimited for
And he'll
Luffy.
beat the shit out of Jay. Alright? While Kizaru's still stunned.
If Oda pulls off this whole thing and we get that satisfying defeat of a villain, this arc top 3.
Top 3 arc. Alright. Derek,
Because
rate this chapter.
first time in a long time, I want justice on this villain.
Get justice.
I'm hungry for that defeat.
Because we know Kano was bad guy, right?
Right.
But like, he wasn't that much of a bad guy. Yeah, he had slaves. We didn't see really his savagery. You know what I
It's
mean?
like
We just
that.
got
It's like
told
that
about it.
old theory that like, I don't know, a million people dead is less worse than your brother dying.
Yeah, because
Because the statistics
you
versus
comprehend
personal
it.
cultural
Yeah.
comprehension. You know,
Yeah.
so Oda's gone mass scale with the last how many villains?
Well, you know, Kano. And
Kano,
Big Mom
Big Mom.
wasn't. Big Mom like did fucked up shit,
I
but
guess
she wasn't like.
I guess Law was. I don't know. I've never really bought the Law source, so I'm not like, yeah, get the flamenco. You know,
Yeah, as Brago says, Dofi was right.
apparently.
You know, because Rosinante ratted on his brother. So, you know, Dofi had to do it.
All right. But yes,
You know.
let's get that justice, Christian. It's gonna be sweet.
All right. So, rate the chapter, Eric.
This chapter's pain.
It's all paid.
We have 9 out of 10 chapters, Christian.
9 out of 10. Now, Eric, we have to address the art issues. It's muddy, it's dirty, it's raw. Alright. I don't know. I feel like if the chapter was finished, if we got a few more pages, I would give it a 9, but I'll have to go and give it an 8.
Okay.
You know?
Predictions next week.
Kuma goes with his rampage. He becomes the tyrant, quote unquote tyrant. He stops the king. He's gonna get framed in some way, right? The world government's gonna find out Kuma's here. They're gonna send someone. Kuma has to go
We're
to
gonna bust the
Vegapunk,
call, fucking sorbet if you don't play along.
Yeah. We're gonna kill all the old people. You know. So, I'm gonna assume Arcade gets involved. I'm gonna assume Vegapunk gets involved. A lot of people have to get involved. But yeah.
We come out of this this is the last flashback chapter, surely, right?
We can come out of it halfway through 1,000.
Yeah,
You know.
I think so. Alright. How strong is Shanks?
How strong is Shanks?
How strong is Shanks, Christian?
Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. But there are still people out there
Frauds.
who say Kaido's the strongest.
Bozos.
There are still people out there who say Dragon's the strongest. Can't even save his friends. There are people out there who say Blackbeard's the strongest.
Is Dragon back on the list?
Well, Eric, after the last couple of weeks, everyone's hyping up Dragon. Now his stocks fall yet again. See, Eric, they always raise a little bit and then they fall lower than they've ever been before. With Dragon. Some people out there say Blackbeard's the strongest. But the final villain tax is falling, Eric. There are people out there who think Mihawk's the strongest, and they're just these people are clowns. They're getting laughed out of the room. It's like it's almost over for the Mihawk agenda. So they can't beat the TikToks, the hype checks.
I think Twitter's finally getting sick of their shit.
Yeah, they're just like, shut up, it's over. All right. There are people out there who think I'm the strongest, and they're the worst. All right. Jack's the strongest. I think Jack's the go-king. And every week we bring up 100% factual information. This week's evidence is Jack's is so strong. He doesn't need intent to one-shot killer. Thanks to strong Jack is the go-king.
I want to talk about Dragon and Mihawk in a little bit, but we'll talk about it on top of the show, Chris.
All right, talk about the show. SBS and the Dragon.
I just want to bring up Mr. Morge again on this show.
Okay, Mr.
During his
Morge,
live stream,
shots again.
He went into bat for Dragon, going deep on the logic.
Okay.
Defending the man. He would never do this for Law. In his eyes, Law is forever a fraud. Weaker than Zoro.
What about Kaido, Eric?
That Kaido
He had some words for Kaido.
He said Kaido's still top 5. He's just kind of fraudulent on screen.
Okay.
But yeah, shout out Morge for defending Dragon and his bum shit, but shitting on Law. Christian, I'm not even a Law fan, and I can see the egregious bias this man has for Law.
Okay,
he hates him so much.
All right, there you go. Because he took Kid's spot. Is that why?
He rates Kid's performance better than Law.
It's actually ridiculous.
That takes crazy.
That's a crazy take.
All right. And now I want to talk about the Mihawk fans. Because, Christian, they can't even get their story straight on Twitter.
I know. It's so sad.
Some guy posts, casual Marineford cut, Mihawk cutting the tsunami. I tweet under it, funny he can't cut Josie in the same arc. And then I get...
The classic Dritz excuse of intent.
Right. That's also brought up as well. Yeah. I leave the post for maybe, I don't know, whatever, I'm doing stuff. I come back 40 replies.
Oh no.
It's Mihawk fans arguing about what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, Oda didn't know what... Christian, according to some Mihawk fans, the future sight was active and he wanted to see if it was true that Whitebeard had the capability that his crewmates would help him because he values...
The speed is getting out of control.
It's out of control. They can't agree.
The speed is getting out of control.
They need to sort out their meat. They need to sort out their meat, the Marineford answer, Christian, because that's their biggest flaw. They got...
Mihawk's fraudulent.
They got Christian. They got Vista. Don't forget about Crocodile. Don't forget about Daz Bones.
Eric, Luffy can punch through steel. There's no excuse.
Don't forget about. So according to logic, he had the intent to cut the ice and Whitebeard, but not Jozu. But Future Sight, he doesn't have. He didn't activate his Future Sight. Because Oda didn't invent Future Sight yet.
That's false. There's pre-break in Marineford.
I brought this up.
Luffy has Future Sight in Marineford. Via Mihawk. When he attacks Mihawk, he sees the future.
So that's a little
It's a Mihawk ability.
That's a little shout out to the Mihawk fans out there. Get your story straight in Marineford.
Get your story straight, Mihawk fans. You're falling apart.
I'm sure Oda will update his skill set before he fights Zoro, hopefully.
Of course. Alright, we all know Mihawk's going to come back with actual tech.
Let's talk about the SBS. Because Christian Shanks' feats are clear. And
it's undeniable.
And our story is straight for his arm. Christian, he bet on the new era.
Oda's given the excuse. He's given the rationale.
At least our story's straight.
Yeah, that's right. Alright. First question in the SPS that is relevant. I'm sure it wasn't the first question. I'm sure the first question was about some dick
was
or some
about
bullshit.
it was about how Vegapunk washes his head
Okay.
in a pool, Christian, with scrubber fish. That's how he washes it.
Okay. There you go. What is the name of Bonney's devil fruit? I know many similar questions have been sent to you. Please tell us. Oda. Oda. Yes, I've been asked many times, and I've noticed that. I haven't revealed it yet. She has the age manipulation human from the Toshi Toshi no Mi. For the sake of those who don't read the SPS, I'll mention it in the main story too. Thanks, Oda.
Next week,
Thanks for doing that.
probably.
Alright, yeah, when she's on... Yeah, probably. Hello, Oda. When Luffy was talking about the end of his dream, Caribou was nearby inside a barrel. Does this mean that Caribou also heard the end of Luffy's dream? So a lot of people were bothered by this, but please look at the Eric, please reread. I love this, Eric. I love this response from Oda. Eric punished Oda. He says, please reread.
Right.
So a lot of people were bothered by this, but please reread. It was said in a loud voice, but it was barely audible. It didn't reach inside the barrel, so it's okay. It was only the strongest pirates who heard the end of Luffy's dream. Alright, please reread. Oda says, please have reading comprehension. Alright? Next question. In the past, Kobe's goal was to become a commissioner officer of the Marines, but now he wants to be an admiral. Will this rank still rise even if he's a sword member whose recognition documents are already formally signed? Eric, I don't understand. I don't understand how people don't understand how this works.
Right.
Alright? Yes, was the explanation about sword a bit complicated? Yes, it was. It was chapter 1080. Aokiji said, formal submission of documents, and they can be disavowed at any time. This means they entrust the resignation, but they are not disavowed yet. In the case Marine soldiers getting caught and become hostages, the Marines will acknowledge the resignation, therefore not being a Marine anymore, therefore they don't have to go save them. That is how it works, and that's how we read it. Eric, how many times does Oda have to say reread?
People wanted sword to be something else. That's the problem.
Alright, Eric, now we've got a sicko question,
Right.
There's a bunch of questions about Kajuku and her whip. Japan is sick. We know this, alright?
There's about 5 questions about what that whip do, what's the name of the whip, all that kind of stuff, alright?
Question. In chapter 1076, Lakaru said, Gwahaha. That's rich coming from you, Beck. P.S. Do you think he's mad? So does this mean that it was Ben Macon who took Kid's arm? P.S. Yes, it seems like it was. This is the world of pirates. There are only the strong who ones remain. Oda just said Kid is trash. Eric, do you realize Oda said, yes, Kid is trash? I'm aware.
Only the strong are left.
Only the strong ones remain. Is Kid dead?
Nah, he's washed up.
Alright. Is Kid finished?
He's finished. He's not coming back.
Alright, and that's the SBS, Eric.
You know what's funny about I always ask people, did you expect Kid to be all the way at the end? They go, no. And I go, yeah, Oda took him out. And they go, too soon. He didn't do anything. I'm like, no.
He's a bum. Alright. There you go.
That's the SBS. Not much going on here.
There's a few cool things.
I see a lot of misconceptions about the SBS. Like, I don't know. I feel like people think that, like, if you ask a question, it gets answered. That's not the case. They pick.
No.
They're not gonna answer what is the One Piece. All that kind of dumb shit. So Oda picks. Maybe his editor. Maybe Oda picks stupid questions to me.
He probably gets a list of questions.
I imagine that's the editor's job.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Right. Christian questions.
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 From Abhishek, do you think by the time Kuma's flashback is done and Egghead the Egghead finale happens, the arc will be in the conversation with the best One Piece arc. I think so. I think it's a tie between Water 7, Shibori, and Marineford. It's possible, Eric. If we get that
Yes.
all-time classic ending, we're talking about it.
Christian, I've seen the narrative switch. People wanted Jay to survive. They want the Straw Hats to lose. Except after this flashback, let's fuck Jay up.
We need some punishment.
Right.
And Jay hasn't even done anything yet.
Right, he's just the
Technically.
collective. He's just the collective hatred on Mojo. You know, he's a symbol.
From that, for clarification, one of my biggest reasons for not liking Dragon is because he is shown to not do anything and seem incompetent, and he doesn't get any type of disrespect like other characters do for being just as bad.
He gets disrespect.
He gets disrespected this week. There's still a lot of people who believe in the Shonen MC father tax.
Naruto needs to go away.
Eric, Naruto's dad isn't even that strong in the grand scheme of things.
I know, but he's hyped up to no end.
Minato is not that good.
Yeah,
Right.
in the final arc.
I mean,
No, before that, he's goaded. You can't tell me he's not.
he's not that
Before
goated.
that,
He's
they
not
hype
like-
him up. He's the goat. He beat this guy. He beat
Question
Toby.
question for the Naruto fans: is Jiraiya stronger than Minato in their primes? Question for the Naruto
I think
fans.
everyone would say Minato.
I think the Raikage beats Minato.
That's a hot take.
How is that a hot take?
That's a hot take.
Why?
No shot.
The Raikage? Okay. You see that little mustache, Eric?
Christian's going crazy.
Okay. I don't know. I never thought Minato was that good. He's got a prototype
gimmick.
Rasengan.
He's got a
It's not that good. He doesn't even have the wind infusion of the Rasengan. He's not that good, dude. He's got that one technique. That's all he's got.
It's a good technique.
All right. Eric, he goes, Kid and Grimble have done more than Dragon on screen, and they get absolutely frauded. They're frauds on screen, though. That's the problem, Dad. They got negative feats on screen. Dragon has nothing on screen.
He's got no negative feats on screen. He's got a lot of negative character work on screen.
Yeah. From Bindle, is Dark coping strong because Dragon time is looming in the next year at Egghead? I don't know, Bindle. I don't know if Dragon's turning up. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's Luffy's time.
I gave it 50%, then I gave it like 3%, now we're at 1%.
1% chance Dragon shows
Right.
up. I still think it's possible, but he will do like something like blow away all the ships. You know? He'll do some bullshit like
What
that.
was Oda cooking with his like, oh, there's a strong wind today at Marijoa?
Eric,
Was that like the
he's-
winds have
he's
changed
fucking-
or some
he's
shit?
fucking you, Eric.
Or some bullshit going on?
So all they said was the winds are strong today.
Yeah, after they see crows and shit,
Yeah.
which was Karasu.
Just to fuck you.
Yeah,
Just to fuck you.
exactly.
It's literally just to fuck you. From Yalgo Obama. It's good to see Oda and Dragon get slandered this week. Anyway, why do you guys think caused the chapter to be unfinished? Health, OP live action meetings, Oda saying he celebrated the 25th anniversary anime, or other. They got Oda doing too much shit.
Yeah, he's one man.
Right. Let him work on his manga, and that's it.
Let him
I don't want to
cook.
hear about him writing on. Eric, they have 18 writers on the live action.
To be
Surely
fair,
they can figure it out.
he wants to be that involved in the live action. They're not asking him to do it. That's
but-
his choice.
There's 18 writers. Surely they can figure it out. Surely they can figure out to cut Kobe from the script.
Please.
All right.
Randy knows.
Randy knows.
And
That's right, Randy knows.
Randy knows. We told him. He knows.
From Maine, Dragon deserves all the slander he is getting, in my opinion. Why is Bonney looking like that in the thumbnail? That's what she looks like in the panel, man. Hey, man. That's how I want to draw her.
You gotta fix it. You gotta fix the glasses. Whatever. Oda's rough work's rough. You gotta touch it up a little bit. But
All right.
Christian, how much are they gonna play the meme of Crocomum in fucking season 2? Are they gonna do it
They're
again?
gonna do it
They're
so
gonna
much.
play it
They're
up
gonna
so
do it
much.
so much.
Especially because Randy's in there, the theory merchants.
They're gonna theory merchant the shit out of this. Right? From Bindle. You guys dropping One Piece like some folks this week. Eric? No one's dropping. Eric,
I haven't seen that much
clowns.
complaining about the art,
Yeah.
to be honest. I thought it was
They're
gonna
saying
be
it's because
worse.
of the
No
body.
one's really
They're saying it's
complaining.
because of the body susness.
No one's also Christian. The chapter's good, so no one cares.
Yeah. From Yoga Obama, will Eric leave the Kingdom Hearts fans alone for calling them sus now that Oda is sus?
No.
Is it only sus if you make it sus, Eric? That's my question.
It's a bit. Oda's shot choice is sus, but
Okay, there you go. From Eternal Flame Camp.
let me address the Kingdom Hearts fans.
Okay.
If you're so, let me see your search history. Let me see your bookmarks on Twitter. If you're so worried about it.
All right. There you go.
You know you're a sicko.
Okay.
All right. I don't have to explain it.
All right. From Eternal Flame Ken. First off, Shakes the Strong, Shakes the God King. Question. For you guys. Question for you guys. Do you think the Vegapunk clones are based off? Right now, this is what I think. What are your thoughts on them? Shaka the God Dragon. Lilith the Evil Judge. What? Alice the Rage Ginny. What and why? I don't understand.
She's a little bit aggressive.
But Eric,
Right in her
Edison's a
hair.
robot. Pythagoras is also a robot. Greed, York, Caesar Clown. I don't think Caesar's lazy.
Well, they're all part of Vegapunk's personality.
Yeah,
I don't know if he
split-
bases the designs of certain things he's seen or whatever.
Like, Alice is, like, confirmed to be a straight-up robot. Like, not even, like, human. There's no blood in there. It's just robot parts.
Right.
Like, Frankie fixed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. It's weird. Right? From Buggy. Do you agree that the unfinished art of this chapter was thematic? Alright, people gotta stop with the cope on that one.
It's
Relax.
a bit much.
From J. Lokia.
Also, whatever, doesn't matter. Go.
Honest to God, this chapter has me in my feelings. Kuma is the kindest soul in One Piece and deserves an ending that goes on these terms. I want Bonney to leave with the Straw Hats, not even for gender purposes, but because her character is just so tragic, and I believe she must find a newfound family after Egghead. Eric, the calls for Bonney to join the Straw Hats are growing.
I think they're at max capacity.
Alright, but I don't want allegations every week.
I think Saji's dodging them, Christian.
We don't want Saji allegations every week.
Now,
Alright.
what was I gonna say? Shit. Oh yeah, Christian, Kuma, sympathetic character.
Yes.
Do you think the easiest way to sympathy is the selfless, silent suffering?
Yes. Easiest.
I would also say small children and
Big man.
animals, and then small children animals.
Okay. There you go. From Ed Biza, considering Oda has said the Supernova were impromptu additions, what do you think he decided on Bonnie's background? I think Bonney was just a blank slate character.
Yeah, this is retrofitted, but that's alright.
I mean, she was crying after Marineford. You could probably say that's because of Kuma's situation. You know? But yeah.
What does she say when she's crying?
I can't believe they did that to him. Or something.
Right, and everyone thought it was about Ace, and it was like, why is she
Yeah.
crying about Ace? But it was Kuma.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
From Nemesis. And like, Kuma never... And like, Kizaru
At
and
what
Kuma
point does
never
he
attacked
switch?
Bonney.
Is it like right before Marineford he's full robot, or what?
Yes. Right before Marineford.
Because what, Thriller Bark's
He's full robot in Marineford.
Because Thriller Bark's a couple of months out from Marineford, right?
No, it's like a couple weeks.
Yeah, so he switches after Thriller Bark?
Yes.
Okay.
Shiboti's his last, like, thing he does. So yeah, like, it's sus that Kizaru and Kuma never attack Bonney in that arc, you know. Like, cause, like, Kizaru never kicks Bonney in the head.
I think the Kuma planning's been solid, it works, it's good.
Yeah.
I think Oda had this in mind.
From Nemesis, the cross in the back of the church has a sun symbol inside it, and the same style cross that Yoru has. Could Mihawk be a Mihawk? If Mihawk's a Nika follower, it's over for him. He's done. He's finished. It's actually finished. If
Yeah, he could
Mihawk
be.
is a Nika worshipper, it's over.
He could be a religious man.
Who knows? I think it's just aesthetic for
Yeah.
Mihawk though. From Straw Hamill. How do y'all feel about Mor's take on Dragon? It's fair. It's a fair assessment.
take, but
Yeah.
he's got his defense force shield up heavy.
Yeah. Good. From Annie. Could Bonney and Shanks' birth circumstances be similar? It's possible.
Right.
I've said Shanks is a bastard child of the Figureland family. I've said that. From Fight. Should Kuma have taken the risk to rush Mary Joy's blindly attempt to save his wife? Well, he takes the orders. Kuma takes the orders, Eric.
I think he would have gone if they knew where she was.
I mean,
I'm gonna assume they don't know where she is.
Mary Joy is probably a large city.
It is.
Debating.
It's huge.
It's a huge city. We know
Maybe
the
they're
population
not
of
in
Mary
Mary
Joy.
Jo Christian. Who knows where they are?
Who knows?
You'd assume they're there, but you know.
From Buggy. Also, the God Knights, Eric. Dragon's one of those God Knights. Alright?
I don't like the argument that they'd be thrown off by strength, because that makes it even worse.
Well, it is kind of a strength thing, because Dragon knows he can't just storm Mary Jo out whenever he wants.
He's
he
a
needs to
wind
aid his
logia and
army.
Kuruma's a teleporting man.
So it is a strength thing at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Because like if Dragon thought he was ready, he would go. You know?
I'm just gonna theorize that they don't know location, therefore they can't find her.
What do you think Dragon's rank was in the Marines? At least Vice Admiral. At least.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Otherwise,
say
it's
Vice
kind of
Admiral.
like Oilers.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
no.
he was a rear captain.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter.
I think he has to be the same rank as
I think
Alkaid,
Garp could have
because it's
made
gonna
him
be
and
beef.
had him the lowest rank on his crew just to cook him. That could have been. I can see Garp doing that. Make a
And
dragon
also
do that shit, but you know.
also from Buggy. Why did live action Mihawk forget to paint his sword black? It's a good point. I don't know why that sword isn't shiny black. It's very strange.
It's also got a silver edge on it, which annoys me. But
From Michael J. How can people think that the Gorosei are somehow all stronger than Emperors, and then they complain that Dragon isn't charging into the world, into the Holy Land? Because it's not raw, you know. If it was,
because
yeah,
we've seen
it does-
Luffy
that's
do that every arc.
yeah.
That's why.
From Megat, why hasn't Dragon helped a single one of his subordinates? Ginny, Kuma, Eva, and Zabo have all been in trouble at some point, but Dragon isn't helping them.
Is it
Why
implied
do
that
people
Eva
follow
was
him?
intentionally there for some reason?
He said he was there to make hell bearable. Like that's why he said he was
Yeah,
there.
but then you got like the weird like stuff with the tunnels, and it's you're gonna assume that's Mole. I think there's more going on. I think he was there for a reason and impelled down more than anything specific. Anything like
But
he got
he didn't
captured.
leave with anything. It's weird.
Right.
We still don't know how that happened. But yeah,
Yeah, he got captured. Yeah.
yeah. From Buggy, my theory is that Saturn is Bonnie's father. What do you think? It's a lot. It's a bit much. Yeah, it's a bit too villainous. It's a bit cartoonish.
Right.
If Saturn's the father,
Yeah, it is a bit much.
bit much. But Eric, that's the show. A from distance episode this week. No chapter next week, but we look forward to the next one.
We're gonna look at JoJo. Will Yasuki do some shit?
Who knows, Eric?
What's going on with the
who-
diamond? Is it Diamond
Diamond, the
Salesman the
Watchers-
villain? We'll
Eric,
see.
I can't believe you think this guy has a stand.
Hey,
but anyway.
stranger things are happening, JoJo.
Okay, but he doesn't have a stand design. But there you go. Shakes the strongest. Shakes the God King.
Good night.